All right.
Saying that right, Angulo?
I was one of the persons that tried to contact both candidates, and they looked at my thing that I sent because my system shows that they looked at it, but they're not here, so I don't know.
So we have Guadalupe Angulo. Am I saying that right?
You're saying it right.
Oh, good. Hey. For Alameda Office of Education, thank you for coming.
Well, in case the other candidates, we're still gonna go to the standard, because in case that other candidate shows up, we're gonna do the 2-minute opening, 1 minute.
Right. So 2-minute opening, floor is yours.
Thank
Now,
you.
be sure to say what District 5 is.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
District 5.
Yeah.
Say where that is.
Okay. All right, good evening, everyone. So lovely to see all of you tonight. My name is Guadalupe Angulo, and I'm running for Alameda County Board of Education in Area 5, which includes Hayward, Union City, and a little bit of Fremont along the 84 highway. And I just first want to start off with who I am. I am a daughter of immigrants who worked really, really hard and raised me here in Hayward. I graduated from Hayward High, and I have 2 wonderful children today, one that attends Hayward Public Schools, and the other is set to attend as soon as he starts walking. What else about me? Let's see. My heart is about public service. I joined the Alameda County workforce when I was 18, and that was with Child Support Services. So ensuring that young children had the money they needed so that they could grow up, whether it was their mother or their father, but ensuring that they had what they needed, the resources. And then from there, I worked in the Ashland area at Reach Ashland Youth Center as a community outreach worker. So providing resources A through Z for our youth there. And through the pandemic, helping them when schools were shut down, I was on Zoom calls, tutoring them when they were struggling. And so from there, I worked at the juvenile hall with ACOE and ensuring that the students in juvenile halls had the support they needed. So I'm running because I want to make sure that students and teachers have safe schools. I'm running because education saved me and opened doors for me, and I want that for other students as well. And I would love your support in this race, so please visit my website, lupeforacboe.com, and I'm happy to take questions. Thank you. Is that a good picture?
Go ahead. And who's the first one?
Yes, Ron.
Should you get elected, what are top 3 things you'd like to accomplish?
Absolutely. For me, I think with the experience working in the juvenile hall, I noticed that a lot of the programming that should be in the juvenile hall is not there. And so I would prioritize getting more career technical education in there and ensuring that when these students are leaving the juvenile hall, that they have good paying jobs to get to, and they know how to navigate life. Because I think that education is public safety if we're preparing our students correctly. Julie.
So post-pandemic, I think we know now that there's a pretty big learning deficit, especially in some of our lower income areas. What would be one way you could address that? It seems like we need some accelerating programs or something to get kids back up to speed, because it's kind of a crisis now just moving to school without, I'm just wondering what your ideas are and your plans to move that forward.
I'm sorry, to move what forward, Julie? Sorry.
Well, so post-pandemic, we know now that there's a big learning deficit for kids that lost those years, during the pandemic, learning online because it wasn't effective for a lot of kids. So what are some of your ideas that you might address that learning deficit?
Absolutely. There's so much that we can be doing. I think it's going to be the budget that we have to look at and make sure that we have the resources. But I think what worked for the students that I was working with is one-on-one time. So however we can get that to happen, whether that be investing in more after-school programs like Reach Ashland Youth Center, or having more tutoring programs come in and be on site, but things that can fill the gaps when we have working parents, when we don't have time to sit down with our students, but we're counting on our educators. I would invest more in that, Julie. So, yeah. Any more questions? Yes, Dan.
Is the County Office of Education in a position to either provide or recommend professional development to other school boards?
Absolutely, it is.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, so from what I know is that they can be leaders in providing more professional development to the teachers at different district levels. And so just being more collaborative, seeing what other districts are needing, what are gaps that they are seeing, and then what their staff and teachers want to see. And so I'll be sure to make sure that I'm a voice for teachers as well, as much as I'm a voice for our students.
Some school boards aren't cooperating now, and they're not giving their jobs. Or there may be a couple of people on the school boards. So what do you think ACOE should be doing in regard to that point of view as well?
Yeah, it's definitely a problem, especially with certain politics. I've seen that education is being attacked. And so when we're seeing that, we need to call it out, and we need to sit at the same table, and we need to work together. It's not always going to be pretty, but it needs to be done, especially when we have little faces, little kids looking at us to be leaders. So I think that's going to be something that I'm definitely pushing. Closure?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Matt, closure,
1 minute close.
Okay, thank you. So I will be shorter than 1 minute. I'll keep it short and sweet, everyone. Thank you for allowing me to speak tonight. I'm excited to get on the school board or the county board and make sure that I leave my mark and keep championing for students, especially those that are underserved. Please support my race and get a mother into office. I'm excited to keep Hayward going and all the kids in the county. But other than that, I just want to share, I always forget to mention this, but I'm the sole candidate endorsed by the California Teachers Association. I'm the sole candidate endorsed by SEIU, by the Alameda Labor Council, by the Central Committee, and by other great, wonderful organizations. Please look at my website and you'll see everything there. Liz Ortega and Mia Bonta. Thank you.